Hey, fourth grade, welcome back, welcome back. It's me, Miss Stevenson. Okay, moving on in chapter 4. I know the numbers don't match, right? We did 4.1 and then we did 4.2 and now we're skipping and moving to 4.4, but don't worry, we will come back to 4.3. I like to put things in an order that makes sense and not confuse you, so we are going to rearrange some things so that the progression of learning division makes a little bit more sense, it's a little less confusing, and hopefully that will help y'all out in the end. All right, so today we're going to talk about dividing tens, hundreds, and thousands. And this is going to end up looking pretty familiar because it's very similar to what we have done in chapter 2 and in chapter 3, where we're going to be pulling those basic facts out to solve these problems. Okay, now let's look at this first one. We've got 120 divided by 4. Now, I'm going to walk you through this one, and then you're going to help me with the other one. So make sure if you don't have a piece of paper and pencil, you go get one real quick and then come right back so you can do this together with me. Okay, so number 1, I've got 120 divided by 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a basic fact that I can pull out and solve first to help this be a little bit more easier and be kind of like mental math. So the basic fact that I see is 12 divided by 4. Now, when you're doing basic facts with division, you kind of have to think of it like this. 4 times what gives me 12? And that's a way to help you figure that out with those division facts if your brain's not quite there thinking that way yet. You can think of it as 4 times what is going to give me 12. So when I look at it, 4 times 3 is going to give me that 12. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. And I think you know where this next step is going. Whenever I have zeros left, I always have to do what? Yes, I've got to make sure I include them in my answer. So I'm going to count the amount of zeros that I have, which is 1, and I'm going to add that 1 0 to my answer. So 120 divided by 4 is 30. Not so bad, right? All right, let's look at some more examples. Y'all can help me with these ones. Okay, so I've got 3,500 divided by 7. Tell me what basic fact you think you see in this problem. Good, I see that too. 35 divided by 7 is what I see. And again, you can think of it like this. You can think of it as 7 times what equals 35. Okay, that's a really easy way to think of it. If you're like 35 divided by 7, I don't know. Just flip it around and think of it like multiplication. 7 times what is going to give you 35? And that's sometimes a little bit easier to think about it that way. So 7 times what will give me 35? Exactly, 7 times 5. So that means that 35 divided by 7 is 5. Well, now what do I have to do? Exactly, I'm going to have to add these 2 zeros at the end to make my answer 500. Good job, guys. All right, let's look at number 3. Help me with this one. All right, what basic fact do you see in 2,000 divided by 5? Good, very good. 20 divided by 5. And again, if your brain's not ready to think 20 divided by 5, just think of it as 5 times what equals 5. Did I just say 25? Goodness gracious, I think I did. 20 divided by 5. So 5 times what equals 20? What? A little bit louder. Okay, very good. 4. 5 times 4 equals 20. Great job. So that means that 20 divided by 5 is 4. How many zeros do you see that we're going to have to add to that answer? Very good. These 2 right here are going to come down and make our answer 400. Great job, guys. Okay, one more, and I'm going to show you it, and I want you to pause the video, and I want you to solve it by yourself. No, really pause it and then hit play, and then we'll talk about it. All righty, did you solve it? I hope you did. Honesty is the best policy, guys. Okay. What basic fact did you see in 450 divided by 9? Great job. You should have seen 45 divided by 9. And then you can ask yourself, did you ask yourself, 9 times what equals 45? All right, what did you answer yourself when you asked yourself that question? 9 times what equals 45? Exactly, 9 times 5 equals 45, which means that for 45 divided by 9, you should have gotten 5. And then how many zeros did you add to your answer? Very good, just this one, which means 450 divided by 9 is 50. All right, guys, great job as always. Please make sure you are checking your folders and doing your work and submitting your work. Try not to use a calculator. You are so smart, and I have taught you tons of ways to solve these problems. So please use your brain and not the calculator just because you're at home. You guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.